I don't mind getting up early, especially when I know I have something I'm looking forward to going on that day. You know, something exciting. Like when I was 9 years old, waking up before dawn in that roadside motel south of Chattanooga. The moist air and gentle breeze coming through the slightly cracked windows reminded me of how far we'd come. Just a day ago, we slid out of the ice and cold of northern Illinois, heading for sunshine, oranges, and of course, Space Mountain. And now, I'm looking up at the curtains, dancing in the breeze of the open motel windows. To this very day, I still love the sound of the traffic on the highway, especially right after sunrise. It just makes me smile and think of going someplace warm. Well, hello everybody. It is 6:40 a.m. As you've seen. I left the house really early and I am in downtown Chicago. Check it out. I'm at a place called Navy Pier, which is pretty awesome, especially obviously in the summertime when you're supposed to be here. But today is February 15th and I thought I would come out and get some frozen Lake Michigan lighthouse pictures, maybe with the city in the background. I was hoping for a good sunrise, and it's pretty cloudy. It's supposed to have a chance of snow, but who knows. So here I am. Let's get started right now. It's definitely, we'll call it blue morning hour. One cool thing about being there so early and being there when it's so cold out is you have the place to yourself, which I literally did. I was about right here on the end of the pier, and the lighthouse was not that far away, as you can see here. So I had my 70-200 Sigma lens on the D850, and that's how I started off with the first few shots. I got so incredibly lucky with the wind. It wasn't blowing at all, which made it so it wasn't so cold. Alright, so I've taken a few shots, and yeah, the sky is starting to change a little bit. Not much color, so this is going to be a minimalistic image, and I'm just hoping to make sure I get one exposure that has the lighthouse with the red beacon light going on in the image. So that should be pretty cool. Shooting with the Nikon D850, and I have with me my 70-200 Sigma lens, and I also brought the big boy, the Nikon 200-500 lens. I'm not sure I'm going to need it because I'm pretty close to that lighthouse how it is, but you never know. Shooting at ISO 100, I'm at f9 I believe, and I'm just kind of backed into a shutter in exposure time. I think I'm at like a half of a second, so not bad. I also brought my filters today. I was thinking, I don't know why I was thinking this, but I was thinking that the lake wouldn't be 100% frozen. I was thinking long exposure, the water, murkiness, you know, the whole thing, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So I don't know. We'll walk around though after I shoot this. I brought my drone too. I don't know if it's legal to fly your drone around here, but there's no one around, so I was kind of halfway thinking about flying my drone. We'll see. As it turns out, this is the only image that I'm showing you guys that I used my 70-200 lens. The rest of the lighthouse pictures were shot with the big boy. But this image here was f9, ISO 100, and 1/6 of a second. A nice blue hour image, and I was just happy to get the red beacon light. And if you're wondering, yes, I did fly the drone, and I'm pretty certain that I probably shouldn't have been. I'm guessing you're not supposed to be flying drones right there, but just don't turn me in. Anyway, I got some cool shots with the drone. So this one's pretty cool. The drone was pretty much at the very back of, or the end of Navy Pier, looking back on the skyline of Chicago, and just a gloomy day, but the buildings really kind of stood out and added some color and texture to the image. And it's definitely a perspective that you don't get to see hardly ever. Now this one's pretty cool too. I don't know, who would think that this is Chicago when if you just look at this image without any context whatsoever. Who's going to think this is Chicago, Illinois? I mean, it looks like it could be Alaska. Typically when I'm flying my drone, I'm too focused on not crashing the drone to try to compose an image, but for some reason on this day, and I think it was because the wind died down and I was feeling a little more confident, I guess, I tried to compose this image, and by that I mean I brought the drone down to, I think I was like 65, 75 feet above Lake Michigan. Basically what I was trying to do was compose it so the top of the lighthouse was above the horizon line behind it, so the top of the lighthouse was against the sky in the background, and I shot it a few times until I could get the red beacon lit up in the image, and I really like how this one came out. And holy cow, there it is. Would you look at that? The Dirk Diggler of my lens collection. The big boy. The 200 to 500 millimeter lens. It might be its first appearance in any of my videos. And he's not just another pretty face. He actually gets the job done. I mean, look at how close it's bringing me in. And yeah, I snapped off a few shots with the big boy, and here they are. I really love the saturated colors in this image, just set against that blank empty canvas of a sky. Same angle, but I included that island or lighthouse or whatever that is in the back right corner, and another image showing the wear and tear and discoloration of the lighthouse, and just those colors I really enjoyed. After shooting the lighthouse, I saw this composition here, and lo and behold, Soldier Field was back there in the background, and that's Soldier, singular, no S at the end. But regardless, I was looking at this composition here and liked it, and I thought I could make a couple of shots with it if I could blur out the background a little bit, enough to give it some separation. And here's how that one came out, and I definitely like the black and white version better. Not too bad of an image, and I'll show you the color one just for a second, just so you can see it. After this shot, I walked around Navy Pier for a couple more hours, and I have a lot of amazing images to share with you from that walk around. But if I did it in this video, the video would be like a half hour long, and I think around 10 minutes is a pretty good place to stop. So I'm going to share a few of those images with you now, but you'll have to check back next week to see the rest of them and the whole video. And so to make it easy on yourself, just hit the old subscribe button. It's free to subscribe, and ring that notification bell, and then you'll be notified every time a new video comes out. You don't have to do a thing. The video comes to you. All you have to do is check it out. And with that, I just want to say thank you very much for stopping by the channel. I truly appreciate it. And you all know the drill. Like it if you did, subscribe if you haven't, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And I am Garrick, and I am your very best friend in the whole wide world. We'll see you next time, everybody. Thank you again. Bye-bye.